So we're going to talk about one of the great wines of the Emirates cellar. This forms part of the Emirates Vintage Collection, which is a small number of wines that really describe Emirates' passion for wines and how we've gone out to find the very, very best wines of the world to bring on to Emirates, in particular first class. This wine is called La Mission Haut-Brion. It's a wine that forms part of the Pessac-Léognan commune, which is an area of Bordeaux to be found right next to the city itself. So this is right in the suburbs of Bordeaux, surrounded by houses. It's a very, very unique vineyard. It's got a huge history. Vines have been grown here since the Roman times, but the estate itself dates back something like 550 years. La Mission Haut-Brion is literally less than 100 yards away from Haut-Brion. It shares all of the same expertise. It's got a very, very similar soil structure to Haut-Brion itself. The estate has been in the same family, the Dillon family, since 1983, from which point it's been getting better and better. So the vintage of this La Mission Haut-Brion is 2004, which is about as early as we'd want to put a La Mission Haut-Brion on board. Any younger, and we just find the wines are too closed and don't show their best. Those of you who are frequent flyers on Emirates First Class might remember the 1996, which was on board a short while ago. Unfortunately, that is now finished, but here we have the 2004, which will be on board sometime from the second quarter of 2019 on flights down to Australia and some of the Southeast Asian routes. In addition to 2004, we do have the 2015, but you're going to have to wait until something like 2030, maybe a little bit longer for that to come on board, when that will start to drink really well. Now, we opened this bottle about an hour ago to give it a bit of air, which is what it needs. This is when the Emirates decanters come in very useful. I gave this a nose earlier, and it's opened up so much more now. So black fruits, black currants, blackberries, notes of sort of forest floor. There's quite a smokiness to this wine, which is very typical of the area. Pessac-Léognan forms part of the Grave region, and it's called Grave because it has the Grave soils, the gravelly soils. And the gravelly soils in this part of Bordeaux give a very smoky touch to the wines. So now the wine is opened, it's extremely soft. It's still got a grip from the tannins, but the body is so svelte now. And really those red and black fruits really come out. It's going to be great drinking this with a nice piece of beef, a shoulder of lamb, even some sort of roasted chicken dishes would be perfect with this. So dating back to 1855, there was an important classification of the famous wines of Bordeaux, of which La Mission was not a part. Its more famous neighbour, Haut-Brion, was classified as first growth of Bordeaux, and La Mission, which was not as well managed at that time, was not part of the classification. And as a result, it's never had the fame that Haut-Brion has had. So in many years, La Mission Haut-Brion will receive as much or even more critical acclaim than its more famous neighbour. And generally, I think this is a wine that you could class as one of the best values, or maybe one of the most underrated wines of Bordeaux itself. I hope you enjoy it. Santé.